We tell a lot of jokes here at Fancy Hobo Improv, but even we know that voting
is no joke.
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 Remember that time that you were totally going to vote for your favorite American Idol, Adam Lambert, and then for some reason you didn't vote, and Chris Allen won? That's what this is like. If you don't vote, Chris Allen is going to win, and you don't want another Chris Allen.
Vote.
You should vote.
Don't be dumb. Vote.
I'm voting.
Please vote.
Vote.
Vote your face off. Vote as many times as you possibly can. Actually, wait, no, just do it the one time.
You better vote because we're so
And don't just do it the one time ever, do it once in every election. Yeah, it's important.
I'm about to put this ballot in that drop box a couple weeks before Election Day because it's really important to make sure my ballot gets counted.
Now more than ever is the time to exercise your civic duty and put your vote where your mouth is.
You have no say. You have no voice. If you have no voice, you can't talk.
I'm in another country, and I'm still figuring out how to make my vote count.
So vote, because if your life doesn't depend on it, someone else's life does.
Because we all deserve to have equal rights.
Because marginalized groups need your vote.
Vote for our country's future, social and economic reforms, and to put a stop to fascism.
Voting for local elections and politicians and propositions is going to change your day-to-day life.
There are so many people right now who don't have access to voting, so if you have the ability, you should vote.
Vote for justice, for the environment, for education. Vote to take a weight off everyone's back.
So go vote.
Go vote.
You have to vote.
Your votes do matter.
Go vote. What are you doing? Why are you waiting here? You're just sitting there. I could see you. You're not voting. Go vote.
Ve a votar.
Vote.
Please vote. Thank you.
Es lo correcto.
Thanks, and enjoy the show.
Greetings and happy Halloween. Welcome to Fancy Hobo's Murder Mystery Show. I am your criminologist tonight, which means I will be guiding you through this sordid and dangerous affair. Welcome. Thank you for choosing to spend your spooky Saturday night with us. We truly appreciate it. Tonight, we have a show for you unlike any Fancy Hobo has done before. Totally interactive in a way that is unique and fun. This show, we have 9 players. And each one of those players could potentially be the murderer and potentially be the victim. Who decides? You do. That's right. On our chat right now, you can begin voting to see who lives and who dies throughout the show. Periodically, I'll be asking you to vote for who survives, and we will determine what happens each scene as the show goes on until we have a single remaining survivor who is our murderer. Sounds like fun. I'm excited. I hope you are too. Now, you may have noticed that this show is being brought to you on Halloween directly into your home. We are able to do that because of the kind and generous donations from viewers like you. Bringing fresh and always genuine comedy, we strive to connect with our audience the best we can, and we ask in return that you donate whatever your heart feels to help us in that endeavor. Tonight, in addition to donating out of the goodwill of your heart, you can also donate to impact the show. That's right, every donation you make, you can also suggest how a player will be killed. Will they be drowned in a bathtub, struck by lightning, or hit in the head with something heavy and mysterious? Use that diabolical brain of yours and let's have some fun tonight, seeing terrible things happen to terrible people. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let me set the scene for you so we can all get in the spooky spirit and get ready for tonight's show. As all things often do, tonight's sordid affair began with a simple invitation, which reads, "Greeting, friends. I hope this invitation finds you well. If you are available, I humbly invite you to a small dinner party I am hosting on my private island. Though we have not had the pleasure of meeting in person, I know you and I have much to discuss. Your benefactor." Imagine, if you will, that you had a secret, a damaging secret that was so toxic, if anyone were to discover it, it would ruin your entire life. It would send you to jail. It would cause your death. Each of the 9 people invited to that dinner party that night had such a secret, and the evil in their hearts played against each other until only one remained. Now, we begin the reenactment of this event, but first let us introduce our players for tonight, so we have the opportunity to know who exactly we're killing and who exactly we're saving. Starting off with Magneto Morgan playing Valentine the Underbutler.
Good evening. It's so wonderful to see you all.
Tyler X. Kuntz as Bartholomew the Boy Detective.
Greetings, I take the Mister out of mystery.
Peter Cole Lee playing Antoine LaRich, the millionaire playboy.
You know, Antoine, French, masters of mime. Everybody knows me, of course.
Gabby Galloway as Cathy Lee, the celebrity chef.
My cooking is just to die for, y'all.
Catherine McGagan as Phoebe Krepke, the girl detective.
The wise woman holds all the cards.
Tony Pontipsavat as Kenneth Wei Shen, the male model.
Frank, who are you?
Joey Bush as Franklin Denagle-Hugh, the old man.
It's Denagle-Hugh. Is this thing on?
Tony Tirico as Vincenzo Itega-Yamani, the honest businessman.
Business is a booming, and I promise you, it's 100% legit.
And finally, Phil Nieto as Captain Salty McTavish, man of the sea.
Murder is a foul mistress, but there's no mistress crueler than the sea.
And so we have gathered our personas dramaticus, and we can begin the tale that befell their fates. Exactly how they died remains a mystery to many who investigate this case, but tonight you and I will uncover the truth of what happened and crack the case once and for all. The stage was set at the manor of Winthorpe Island, Winthorpe Manor as it was known, a large and stately estate off of the coast of Connecticut. This night, October 31st, some years ago, 9 guests gathered on this private island at the invitation of an unknown benefactor, a person who had been blackmailing them for months, years, or their whole lives. They had never met this benefactor in person before, but they were all indebted to him, having to live by his whims lest their secret be revealed. This gathering tonight was the most audacious of his asks and demands, and no one quite knew what was in store for them. As the first guest arrived, he made his way into the hall of the great estately manor.
Mr. Peckins, I have finished dusting the shelves, the lights. Everything is in tip-top shape.
Very good, Valentine, very good. Well, then you are relieved for the evening. It was the master's intention that you enjoy this party along with everyone else. So I hope you enjoy yourself, young man.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. I'm not really prepared for a party. Mentally.
Few of us ever are. But just remember, if someone asks for a drink, you can tell them no.
Can I tell them to fuck off?
Well, let's not push it, Valentine. Let's try to remain civil. Even though you are not working this evening, you still represent the wait staff. And myself as the over-butler.
Yes, Mr. Peckins. Thank you.
Well, our guests should be arriving shortly via the yacht. We should be greeting them in any moment. Please make yourself at home. Get yourself a drink, something from the bar.
I might do that. Thank you.
Just then the doorbell rang.
Should I, or will you?
No, I'll get it. Yes, hello.
Oh, gee wilkers, mister. Hello. This place is so big. My grandpa always says we just need our little apartment in the Bronx, and that's all. You know, people that have something this big gotta be compensating for something.
What a charming attitude you have. You must be Master Bartholomew.
Oh, that's right. The bookish boy detective. That's me.
I have read some of your published adventures. The one with the ghost pirate was particularly tantalizing.
Oh, yeah, we got a little risque in that one. We almost had to rate it R. I'm just kidding. I know books don't have ratings. Oh.
Very good. I have the pleasure to introduce you to Valentine the Under Butler. He is
Don't
joining
touch
in
me,
tonight's
child.
festivities.
Oh, no, don't worry about it, sir. I wouldn't dream of touching your clothes. They look like they're a little dusty. You have been in the library dusting off some books or something?
Mr. Pickens, don't leave me alone with him. I do not like children.
I am aware, but we must keep a stiff upper lip about it. Just then, the doorbell rang again. You must be Monsieur Le Rich.
Oh, I see. You can tell who I am just from the look of me. I'm flattered. But is this the correct estate for the party?
This is the only estate on the island, so you are exactly where you need to be, Mr. Le Rich.
Oh, I'm confused. I just didn't assume there would be children here.
Oh, well, this is Bartholomew the Boy Detective, one of the master of the house's many benefactors.
Yes, I'm one of the greatest detectives in all of the world, mister.
The greatest detectives, you say? Oh, I've heard of you, haven't I? We've published a little bit. I'm not very much a fan of detectives myself, but you do what you do to make a living, isn't that right?
Exactly.
And I am Mr. Valentine, sir, Monsieur Le Rich.
You can take my scarf.
Oh, I'm not. Okay.
No, Mr. Le Rich, he is attending tonight's festivities. He has earned that right from our master. But I will kindly take your scarf and hang it where you would like.
Oh, that would be very kind of you.
Yes, of course.
I was going to say I actually served at a party of yours, Monsieur Le Rich. I'm a big fan of your charity and your charity. Excuse me.
You must forgive young Valentine. He lacks the social graces that some of us possess.
Indeed.
That's probably why he's only an under butler.
Indeed.
Well, Mr. Larish, you may not love boy detectives, but I don't love child labor, like one is assumed to have. So I'm gonna go take off into the other room, maybe find some sweets in the kitchen. Ooh.
Child labor, I've never.
Yes, those were
What a
sordid
bizarre
accusations.
accusation.
Exactly. Just then the doorbell rang again.
Hi, it's me, Cathy Lee.
Mistress Lee.
I'm so sorry. I'm just overwhelmed with emotions. Antoine. Honey.
Cathy Lee, it's been how long?
It's been 10 years since the Hamptons.
Oh,
Sorry, Mr. Butler, man. You have to excuse me. I was feeding this man shrimp in bed, and it was just, I have not seen him since.
a vacation to remember.
Very, very fine thing to do, Mistress Lee.
Do tell me, how have you been since then?
I haven't been fine. I've just been lonely, you know. So it's really good to see you again.
Perhaps we should plan another vacation together.
I would love that. I mean, we could go yachting or something.
Just then the doorbell rang again.
Hello. Chef Cathy Lee. I love your energy. My mother used to watch your show.
That sounds great. You are a creepy little thing.
Yes. This clearly must be Phoebe Krepke, the girl detective. A pleasure to have you here tonight.
Your spirit is jovial and accepted. However, Monsieur Lariche, I sense something in you that I don't quite vibe with.
Is that your way of telling me you want me to leave?
This witchy child is just too much for me. I'm sorry, Antoine. I'll see you in a little bit.
Yes, Monsieur Lariche, stay here for a moment.
Oh, leaving me with you.
My father used to work for your company, Monsieur Lariche.
Many fathers did. You know,
Many
it's a
fathers
big company.
Did indeed, Monsieur Lariche. So I know quite a bit about you.
Oh, you do? That is very interesting. What are you? Perhaps you look as though you are some sort of, what is this new American, emo? Goth?
I'm a spiritualist detective, Monsieur Lariche.
Spirits. Not sure how I feel about those who talk with the dead.
Perhaps you have a few skeletons in your closet.
Surely a jest. I'm sure Miss Krepke does not mean to imply anything, Mr. Lariche. But we are fond of all those who explore the broader territories and the edges of what is considered acceptable. Just then the doorbell rang again.
Mr. Perkins.
Mr. Peckins, yes, but very close, Mr. Winshay.
Oh, yes. Oh, your Western names do trip me up, despite growing up in Toronto.
Yes, very well. Allow me to introduce you. This is Kenneth Wei Shen, the male model.
I'm making my comeback.
Did you just say Toronto, as in Canada?
Yes! Oh! You. Antoine Lariche, you're from France.
Yes, I like to call it good Canada.
Small world! And you, Phoebe Krepke.
Hello, Kenneth. I'm so glad to finally meet you. I've always had posters of you on my walls.
Oh, thank you. I do miss myself from...
Before this conversation becomes something even more uninteresting, allow me to excuse myself from the Canadian and the witch.
Au revoir,
Goodbye.
Monsieur
Au revoir.
Very well.
So, Tell me all about skipping college.
Skipping college, well, it was a worthy experience because rather than suffering through academic ego death, I lifted myself spiritually and feel more whole. And as well, it helps with my investigations to have my little helpers.
That is very impressive. I dropped out of college to pursue my career as a model, and hey.
That must be spiritually fulfilling for you, Kenneth.
Indeed.
Suddenly the doorbell rang again.
Mr. Peckins, how the hell are you? Hell are you?
I'm doing very well, Mr. Dana Nugahu.
It's Darnagel Hugh. You'll get it one of these days. Mr. Peckins. Hey, would you do me a favor and would you tell Valentine to bring me a scotch? Can he do that?
Absolutely, I will give... Well, no, actually, tonight Valentine is a guest of the master, so I will get you that glass if you need it.
Oh my God, Valentine is stepping up in the world. That is a great thing. That's a great thing to hear. I'm so happy for him. But yeah,
Yes.
that'd be great.
Wonderful. Well, then forgive this slip in decorum. Gentleman and lady, this is Franklin DeHugahu.
Hey, how the hell are you guys?
I'm quite intimately familiar with Mr. Denagelhue. You may not recognize me, but I am the detective who found the body in your trash chute in one of your apartments.
Oh my gosh. You were a part of that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. Yeah, that was just absolutely awful. I don't know.
A horrible accident.
It was a tragedy. We found the guy responsible. We took care of him. And oh my goodness, yeah, it was just a thanks to you. Thanks to you, we were able to do that, Phoebe. I didn't believe in the spirit mumbo jumbo, but you solved the crime, so hey, everybody's got a method.
The dead can talk. Anyways, I think I should go talk to some of the other guests. Kenneth, always a pleasure to say hi. Franklin, a pleasure to see you again. Good evening.
Absolutely, yeah.
I used to live in that unit.
You
Glad
did?
you looked at me.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm a simple landlord with simple rules, which is just you gotta. If you don't pay the money, then I can't let you live in my place. It's not that's not how we do business. And I'm really sorry about that. But I hear you got a nice, lovely new place now that you got all this modeling money. That's pretty great.
Well, not as much as when I was younger, but Toronto has been nice.
Oh,
Just then the doorbell rang again.
My goodness, what a night out there. It is something else out there.
Indeed, it is raining both cats and dogs. Mr. I take your money. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well, Mr. Beck. How is our friend, the benefactor?
He is eagerly awaiting the party to begin. I have the pleasure of introducing Kenneth Wei Shen and Franklin DeHugahu.
No, I know Franklin. Franklin and I go way back. Ain't that right, Frank?
You're damn right, Vinny. Mr. I take your money. Oh my God, that is so funny. That is rich.
It's Mr. I take your money to you nowadays, right? How's your mother?
Oh yeah.
How is your mother? How's she doing?
Oh yeah. I don't really like to talk about my personal life at these things. You never know. Kenneth is he was a lovely tenant when he was a tenant, but I try not to talk too much about my personal life here because you never know what kind of people can be at these things.
Kenneth, it's excellent to meet you. My name is you can call me Vinny.
Vinny, it's a pleasure to meet you. I hear you're an unconventional businessman I should talk to.
Absolutely nothing about what I do is unconventional. It's all extremely conventional, and it is extremely legitimate, let me tell you.
Yeah, I like the way you work because you prove that you don't need all this fancy knowledge kind of stuff. You just make it happen, you know?
I like this guy already. Frankie. My goodness.
Yeah, he's a flatterer. He's a real charmer. You know, this guy, he's a model. You know, Kenneth is.
Model.
Well,
yeah, he's got a big
Just then,
career.
the doorbell rang again.
I'll get you a drink. We'll talk later.
Please grab me.
Hello, Perkins.
Ah, Captain, it is good to see you.
You look fancy tonight.
I do indeed. Thank you for noticing, as always. Captain, I have the
fancy eye patch for you.
Ah, I appreciate it. Your dead eye is somewhat nauseating. Well, gentlemen, I have the pleasure of introducing Captain Salty McTavish, the man of the sea himself.
McTavish, is that a Scottish name?
Yeah, it is. A Scottish name indeed.
Nice. How'd you get this? Cataracts?
Oh, the sea.
The sea? The sea just took your eye?
Wow.
I was in a fight with a marlin. Perhaps you've heard of it as a swordfish.
Holy shit, man!
I ate that guy, but he took my eye.
You know, I like this guy too. Gets in a little skirmish and decides to eat the guy. I know somebody who did that one time.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, you know what, Mr. Peckins, I'm just gonna go get that scotch myself. I'll see you, fine gentlemen, later. I'm sure we'll meet again.
A pleasure to meet you, Franklin.
It's an interesting pipe there you got in there, McTavish. What kind of wood is it made out of?
Don't you mind what kind of wood it's made out of. I thought we agreed not to see each other outside of your restaurant.
Ah, come on.
What are you doing here?
Business. This is casual time. We are at a party, McTavish. You've got to loosen up a bit for once in your life.
I don't need to be as loose as you are, that's for sure.
Oh, God. Okay, One-Eyed Santa. Well, why don't I go get a drink for the two of us? I shall return forthwith.
You think I'm going to trust you to make my drink? No, sir, I brought my own.
Oy.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for your timely arrivals. We hope the travel by a yacht was not too extreme. The ocean is turbulent right now, and the storm does not seem to be abating. It is now 8 of the clock, and dinner is being served. Please make your way to the dining room, where we will have our first course.
Oh boy, I hope they got clam chowder. That's my favorite thing. Me and my grandpad, we used to make it just out of a can in the back of his car when we didn't have a place to go before we got famous.
Canned clam chowder? That sounds so, American?
Yeah.
Is that what this is? Or is it just low class?
I mean,
yeah, I can't believe we let kids at this thing. What's going on here? I thought we were all drinking. Do you drink, kid?
Oh, I mean, I've snuck the occasional sip out of my grandpappy's flask before. Oh, don't tell him though.
Oh, good Lord, I need to drink. Oh.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the meal will begin. We are setting out the appetizers now. However, I am pained to report that my master, the benefactor, cannot quite attend the dinner. He is caught up in some personal business and will join you later. If you would like, you may send him a message at this time. Otherwise, please enjoy the meal. With that, the meal was set. It was a fine course of spring salad, followed by roast duck and quail, followed by ham seared over an open flame, and a dessert of cucumber gelato.
This guy knows how to throw a dinner. Let me tell you, my goodness, I haven't. The one, what's missing? There's nothing missing. I mean, I could use a cannoli, but who couldn't?
If the silverware were perhaps lined with diamonds, I think that would make it better. But this is definitely one of my top 26 meals.
I would say I thought he had quite good taste, but then I saw he invited creepy Krepke to the table. What are you doing here on my turf, Krepke?
Well, Bartholomew, the boring boy detective, I thought I would show up here because the spirits were indicating something negative, and I didn't want you to get in over your head.
Now, what is this talk about spirits? I mean, this is a good Christian household, Miss Phoebe Kripskis, and I don't feel comfortable with this kind of talk at the table.
Holy shit, is that Chef Cathy Lee? Oh my god.
You caught me, you caught me.
Oh my god, my first wife loved your fucking cooking. Oh my god, she loved all your stuff. She had all the cookbooks, watched all the videos and the TV shows. Oh
Honey,
my god.
Give me your address, I'll send you something fun in the mail.
That's
Don't
bad.
have a TV show on the boat. Never heard of you. I eat salt cod and sardines out of a can. Don't need
We
much
get
of a
it, Salty.
chefing
There's
vernacular.
no TV on the sea. God, you always talk about yourself every time you're here.
Excuse me one moment.
Oh, just excusing himself from the dinner table.
He's got
how
a shy
Canadian.
bladder. He's got a shy bladder. You could tell by the stains that are very small but relevant on his pants.
Why are you looking at his pants, Bartholomew?
I notice everything, Krepke. I'm a good detective. Unlike some people who use a gimmick of spirits. That's right, Cathy Lee. It's all fake. Don't worry. Don't you worry yourself. I'm only the clues will solve the mystery.
You know, I hate children. I hate children, but the wine here is surprisingly strong.
It kind of makes it seem as though there aren't two detectives clucking like chickens. Almost.
Maybe one will kill the other.
At least they're not real cops. I gotta tell you, I cannot stand the buzz.
Well, I say the more detectives, the better. Because there's no mystery greater than the mystery of life.
I would 100% agree, Kenneth.
What do we need with child detectives, huh? You're lucky you all came here on a boat. On a yacht, rather. If you came on a boat like my boat, you'd have been tossed over the seas. Chum for the sharks.
Well, McTavish, I'll have you know my father used to charter a boat like yours.
Yeah, and I was in the Navy. God, what was that? 55 years ago, I was in the goddamn Navy. So I could be on a boat.
And I dispose of a lot of things at waterfronts, okay?
Well, Mr. Denaglehu, thank you for your service, sir. It means a lot to the country.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, I next time I need a crime solved, maybe I'll call you. I mean, Phoebe did a good job, but now you're telling me that the spirit mumbo jumbo's all a gimmick. I don't know who to believe anymore. But you know, you seem very nice, and you like that I'm a veteran, which I also like as a veteran.
Well, Mr. Franklin, I'll tell you one thing. As a detective should, I will never lie to you or butter you up, Coast Guard.
Ooh, damn. That was good. See, that's the thing. Phoebe's just got those quick daggers. You know what, Phoebe? Anytime there's another murder on one of my properties, it's you. It's not just the spirit mumbo jumbo with Phoebe. It's the crack, the dazzle, the wow.
You mentioned daggers. I've also got a quick dagger. A fishboning knife. Don't go nowhere without it.
Terribly sorry to interrupt, but the staff has been relieved for the evening, so we will be departing the island on the yacht. Arrangements have been made for you to stay in the many guest rooms of the estate, and the yacht will return tomorrow morning, assuming good weather has returned. With that, I want to thank you all. If you have any questions about the manor, Vincent will remain for the evening, and he is capable of answering any question you may have. With that, Mr. Peckins and the rest of the help staff made their way to the dock, a wind whipping around them and rain assailing them as they departed on the yacht towards the mainland. The 9 were seemingly alone, but yet the mysterious benefactor was poised to make his appearance. In the dining room, the door slid open and a man in a fine robe stepped through. Apologies, I didn't have a chance to get dressed this evening. Fell asleep in the tub of all things. Can you believe it?
Oh, that's quite all right. It's good to see you, old friend. It's good to see you.
Yes, it is good to see all of you. Unfortunately, I wish I could say it was under better terms, but things being as they are, I think we should get right down to business. The benefactor makes his way to a statue, and from behind he reveals a briefcase which he opens. Here is all of the information that I have on you, and unfortunately, I am being compelled to release it to the police. I have gathered you all here to make amends, in a sense, to apologize for the years that I have been exploiting the information within these dossiers. And now I hope we can make peace with whatever God is looking down on us.
Wait. That was you?
Yes, I have been blackmailing some of you for many years, but I am the one who has been blackmailing all of you.
You have the audacity to blackmail me, Antoine Lorish. I'm the man trying to coin the term money.
Yes.
Some nerve.
Nobody does that to me, friend.
The benefactor pulls out a gun. Well, I don't want anyone to get alarmed, but as it stands, I am the only one here capable of keeping it peaceful. So let us all keep our heads together and nothing will happen.
The
Suddenly,
armed man
suddenly there
declares-
was a thunder crack. And the lights went out.
Oh! Whoa! Whoa!
Watch out, Bartholomew.
Oh! Oh my God!
What?
Oh!
It was a terrible sound. What was that?
Yeah, what the hell was that?
Nobody move! We got a dead body on our hands!
What?
Ooh la la, dead
Oh my God.
body. That's impossible.
Of all the things, I didn't expect this to happen here.
We got a killer among us. You expect me to just sit by here and have drink and food with you all?
That's a really nice tone, McTavish, but I'm surprised that any of you are surprised that this just happened. Okay? He clearly just said that he was blackmailing all of us right now. So what? We magically think that, oh no, that it must not be one of us. It's clearly somebody in this very room.
Well, I didn't have any secrets, so I don't know what the man was talking about. He must have gotten me mixed up with a different chef or something.
Yeah, frankly, Vinny, you know me. You know I don't got any skeletons in my closet. That man was an old friend of mine. So it couldn't have been any one of us. He doesn't have any secrets on me. I'm just a nice old man.
Franklin, you're practically a skeleton already.
That is rude.
I mean, and I'm Bartholomew, the baffling boy detective. He must have just sent me here to solve this mystery. He knew one of you would try and murder him.
Whoever did it, kill him next.
Or
If it had been
perhaps-
me, I'm wearing a white shirt. I'm not going to want to get blood on my white shirt.
He's not bleeding. He was obviously strangled to death, you buffoon. Canada.
Oh,
And who has the hands capable of strangling a man to death in a blackout? Perhaps it would be somebody with a past in criminal behavior. Mr. I take a humani. You run a very above-board business, so I'm sure it's not you.
Of course it's not me. My God. Oh, look, my drink.
Now, how do we know it
I
is
must
not?
go refresh my drink at the bar. If you'll excuse me, I shall return later.
Yeah, good lord, I'm gonna go with them. I need another scotch. This is too much. I just saw one of my good friends die. I don't know who most of you are. Except I love you, Chef Cathy. Why don't you come have a drink with us?
Well, really, nobody should be leaving the crime scene yet until we set some ground rules.
I mean, that body was disgusting. I need some booze. I'm also out.
I'm going to the library. I'll lock myself in there away from you murderous lot. If you need me, I'll be in there.
Wait, you can't go to the library. You cannot read on your own. I shall go with you as your French reader.
Yeah,
if you
fine.
pay.
You're no
I have
threat to
not
me.
been-
Come on, rich boy.
I have not been in a library for so long that I miss how quiet it is. I'm going too.
Huh. Well, his gun appears to be missing. So I hope everyone's careful, because the murderer's got a gun now.
Bartholomew, did you hear a shot in the dark?
There was a banging, but I couldn't detect where it came from.
It would be strange if a man were to just be choked to death and not at all try to at least fire vainly into the dark.
Oh God, I'm
Clever,
stuck with you two,
Kretky,
aren't I?
clever.
Valentine, you know the layout of this house more than any of us. I think you'll be useful for my investigation.
Oh, come on, you're not taking this from under me. You know what? I bet there's a clue up in his bedroom. Maybe there's even all the more evidence to what he was blackmailing everybody about. I'm gonna go check that out.
I will join you, Valentine. Perhaps you can join us both?
Please, no. Please, no. No.
Yes.
Great. Kids are a corpse. Fine. Let's go. Let's do it. Fine.
Let's go.
And so it was, the party broke into smaller groups of 3 and began exploring the mansion itself. The benefactor had been strangled, or stabbed, or shot, or any combination of the 3. It was uncertain to the guests. And so it was they began searching. Let us go now to the bar. And this is the part where you can vote to see who survives. Right now in the chat, write who you wish to survive this scene. Whoever gets the lowest votes dies.
I think it's that little witch girl. Don't you think?
Oh.
Using magic powers?
Got to be one of the kids. Kids are awful, and they can definitely murder.
I totally agree. You know, Phoebe, she solved a murder for me in one of my apartments, and it was a kid. It was a kid killer dumped the body right into the trash chute. A child.
Probably doing one of them seances and, you know, doing the little stars on the ground and the fire, you know?
Yeah, this is some witchcraft devil shit that's happening, right?
Exactly. I mean,
all the lights went out at the same time. I know the layout of this place, and you can't get all the lights to turn off unless unless the power was cut or something, but the power came right back. It's got to be some witchcraft kind of stuff.
That's the power of the devil.
Oh, that Phoebe, I thought I could trust her with the zingers. But you're right. I'm thinking maybe Phoebe might be behind this. Oh, lordy. Chef, I just gotta kind of nerd out a little bit on you. Just fanboy a little bit. Yeah, oh my God, my wife loved all your cooking videos and stuff, and she used to make me all your recipes. And the recipes always sounded so good, but God, she was just a terrible cook. So Wouldn't turn out like Chef Cathy Lee, I'm sure.
Right, like sometimes I don't even know how to cook them that good as I did the first time. You know, it's hard.
Yeah, I don't understand it. You know, I'm not much of a cook myself. Yeah, I used to just let the wife do all that. Nowadays, I just mostly eat out.
Yeah, I mean,
so hapless. Jesus Christ. You don't know anything. I'm sorry.
Honey, you maybe had a little bit too much to drink. I
My
don't know.
life is about booze. Moving it in, moving it out, making lots of money. So, no, I have not.
You know, Vinny, I can't take it when you overload on the booze, Vinny. You can't do that. You can't be doing that with a dead body on our hands. You know, pretty soon. God, I don't know. What are the police gonna show up or something?
Don't talk to me that way, Frank.
Oh! You two are just too much for me right now. I have to go find me a snack or something. Bye, gentlemen.
Vinny?
Yeah?
You just slapped an old man. How do you feel?
I gotta tell you, it feels pretty good, friend.
Oh, hi, Cathy. Oh.
Well, I mean, I can't find the kitchen anywhere. Yes, maybe over. Hey, good to see you. Yeah, I was just trying to find the kitchen. Oh, you brought me a snack. Is that right? Well, you are just the sweetest corn on the cob, aren't you? What was that now? You know about her in the basement. That's right. Julia Child isn't dead. I kidnapped her. But you're not gonna tell anybody. I mean, that's where I get my recipes from, is it? Oh, honey, where are you doing that gravy? No, I'm gonna pour it in my mouth. Honey, I can't take this much gravy. There's too much gravy. Ah, there's so much gravy, honey, no!
And so our first killer struck. Cathy Lee was drowned in gravy. Meanwhile, in the library.
All these stupid French books.
I should have told you I do prefer to read in my native tongue. It is very sexy, as I've been told.
I like the French language.
Oh, you like anything France does Canadian?
Oh, of course. That's why Canadians are so much nicer than Americans. I mean, no offense, Salty McTavish. I mean,
Oh, I don't care at all. Americans are terrible. I can one of them, and I'm terrible. The most terrible one of all, though, is that Uncle Vinny character. I think he's the one that did it.
I just wish that this library had some good joke books. I was running out of jokes to tell about Americans, you know.
Ken, what are you, some kind of sociopath? There's been a murder and you're looking for joke books.
Yeah! Because humor... Yeah, come on, back me up, Antoine. Humor is how...
Oh, no, I'm not going to back you up, you French wannabe. Your timing for comedy is very poor. And you call yourself Canadian. That's not even Canadian. You're like below the lower levels.
Tell me you've seen Kids in the Hall. They're so good.
There's a murder running around on the loose, and you don't seem concerned at all, Kenneth. Wonder why
I'm
that
starting
could
to think
be.
that's kind of suspicious.
Me? No, it's worrying. Worrying gives you wrinkles. It doesn't help to worry right now.
That is true. That is why I have a lot of money to prevent worrying. I don't want wrinkles.
I worry a lot. You have to on the sea. And I'm pretty wrinkly. But that might just be the salt spray in my face all the time.
You know, Captain McTavish, I mean, you gotta relax. Can't take life too seriously. I mean, true, we can all die at any moment, like tonight. But if you're dead, I mean, not that I would kill anyone. I'm just
saying. Is that a threat, Kenny?
Just keep talking. Keep talking, Canadian boy. See, what do you got? What do you got? Threats.
No. We are the least threatening people on Earth. Come on.
Have you seen my money? I keep it in my wallet. And my bank account, it is loaded. Now, okay, hearing me out. I know you sound like you just want to relax, and I understand. My parents, before they passed away, they also had trouble being relaxed. I wasn't even allowed to speak at the dinner table until I was 16. Crazy rules, I know, but look at the man I am now.
What in the Orcus blowhole are you talking about? Talking about a murder, and you're talking about not being able to talk, and you're threatening this of your wallet.
You know
you both are crazy.
You know what's really gonna help us relax? Drinks. I'll be right back. I'll get you both drinks.
He's probably going to get the ones from the wine cellar or something. I'll go get the real drinks.
I don't trust him.
Oh. Yeah, just came to get some of these. I see you're here. Didn't expect to see you here. Yeah. Oh, you know about the stem cells. Yes, I am 36 years old. I've been harvesting stem cells to prolong my modeling career. You're not going to tell anybody, right? Canadian honor. Yeah, I'll sit down right here. And I'll drink you.
And so, Kenneth Wei Shen was the second to fall, crushed by a chandelier in the main hall. Meanwhile, at the master bedroom.
All right, beat you here. Ha ha, take that, Krepke. Always a few steps behind.
You are quite fast, I will admit it. However, I do believe, now that we're here, I could take the lead. This was his bedroom after all, right, Valentine?
Why was I stuck with the kids?
Yeah, no way. I am way better at that. Like, Valentine, you know this place better than anyone here. How many chairs are in the room? 5! 5 chairs! Oh, beat you, Krepke. Yep.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yes, go ahead.
You know the Captain Salty? I hit that. And it was wild.
Salty McTavish?
Oh,
I am quite frankly impressed.
It was dick about it afterwards, never called me. So.
You mean you're surprised? I could just tell by the chemistry in the room.
It was like fire. We can read these things as detectives. We're good at reading people. And
I'm just so lonely.
Valentine, I'm afraid that when I first saw you, I saw an aura of someone who felt left behind.
You know, I think everything you do is bullshit, but you're right.
Well,
you
Mr.
are
Valentine,
absolutely.
Would you like some information?
No.
Valentine, I'm so sorry. You seem to be a victim as well here tonight. Here, let me hang on one second. Would you like one?
You smoke?
You smoke?
I know.
6?
My grandpappy says I gotta quit these things, but I just can't help it.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm going to begin a minor seance to find some leads.
Just don't touch any of this stuff. It's all really fancy.
Valentine! Valentine, are you there, my under-butler?
Salty?
Not salty, but your glorious benefactor.
Oh, this is a great show.
I wanted to let you know something salty. Not salty, Valentine, but I also like salty. Valentine, I never did much in life to appreciate you, but I just want to let you know that of my buttling staff, you were my buttling favorite.
Thank you. You know, earlier Peckins called me Vincent. That prick never even learned my name.
Honestly, it was so. You have such a good name. It's like a movie star's name, like Valentine. Fantastic.
I know.
And you, boy detective. And the girl detective with which I speak through as a vessel.
Oh yeah, look, I'm speaking through a vessel too.
Look, now I am the boss. I am the benefactor. Yeah, the girl did it. The girl did it.
Find evidence in.
He shook off last second.
Oh, what?
I know where I need to go. You two stay
Shucks.
here. It's dangerous.
Right.
So how old are you anyway?
I'm 11, mister.
All right, well, stay away from me. I'm gonna go get drunk somewhere.
Okay, I'll go look for clues.
They left. Turn the corner and now I'm back in the bedroom. Wait. Who left the window open? I guess Valentine needed some air. Oh. A crow at my windowsill. Something seems wrong. That's not a crow, that's bigger, that's a raven. Raven, why do you look at me like that? Why do you look at me as if some great sin weighs on my shoulders? I'm clean. I've been cleansed. I'm one with the spirits now. You cannot cast your judgment on me. I'm sorry. It was an honest mistake. How was I supposed to get that next book deal ahead of Bartholomew if I had this in the media? If I had people know that I got into a car wreck with my brother and buried the body? I'm sorry, okay? Another raven? 3 more. No. No! Don't pick away with me, please!
And so Phoebe was consumed by the guilt of what she had done, as much as she was consumed by a murder of ravens. The sound of the chandelier crashing in the great hall brought all of the attendants' attention back to the dining hall, and they all made their way back to the dining room, noticing the body of Kenneth Wei Shen, Cathy Lee, and Phoebe Krepsky strewn out on the floor. Atop them were dossiers showing their heinous deeds that they have all participated in. It was clear that whoever was here with them had his mind set to murder.
Okay. Which one of you guys killed everybody? Huh? Wasn't me.
Oh, sure.
I was just going to get drinks for me and McTavish in the library. Real drinks, real French wine.
I definitely don't have enough alcohol for this. This is gruesome. There is a whole lot of bodies here.
Well, looks like we got quite the mystery here. we all seem to have motives to commit such murders.
Yes, it seems all your sins are catching up with you. At least theirs have.
Our sins, as if your hands are any cleaner than ours.
My hands are full of
Salt.
fish guts, and they always have been. They're disgusting and dirty, but not with the blood of these fools.
Who else would have the strength, I wonder, to choke out a full-grown man, to cut down a chandelier, and to pour gallons of gravy down that poor chef's throat?
Salty McTavish is the #1 gravy fan in this part of the United States. Do you disagree with me, Salty?
You think I would put gravy on fish? Like some kind of real monster? I would never defile the taste of a delicious fish with fatty gravy.
Oh, please, you speak that as if Americans know anything about taste. All you Americans like is fatty, yummy, yummy. You probably did do it.
There's nothing wrong with fatty, yummy, yummy. There's nothing wrong with fatty, yummy, yummy. That is perfectly fine. My God.
Sick. People are dead, Franklin. Read the room.
Okay, now I'm starting to feel
Something right,
rather
Valentine. I'm
attacked.
sorry, Valentine, I haven't seen you in so long. How are you? We should catch up because
It's
you're
good
at
to
the
see you.
party
I'm
now.
sorry I yelled. I'm sorry.
Somebody
you're
here.
right.
Somebody here is not who they appear to be. Like perhaps a friendly old man? Franklin, here, catch this plate! Oh, snaps.
Wow.
That was pretty
was really
dexterous
good.
for an old man.
Franklin, where to go?
Perhaps it's the boy detective
you know-
with the beard fuller than mine.
I have a disease, okay? You can read about it all in my books.
Why would I read that drivel?
You know what? This is too much for me. I'm gonna go down to the wine cellar. I am gonna go get myself even more alcohol. If more people are gonna die, I am gonna need more alcohol. So
I'm gonna go too. I need more. My brain. Yep.
I don't want to be stuck with this lot. I'll wine cellar it is. I'll refill my flask.
You know, maybe now's a good time to start being an alcoholic. I think I'll go to the wine cellar too.
Suppose that just leaves me with you.
Oh, don't you at me, Mister. I am rich and it's in my goddamn name. Oh my God. I cannot stand you, but you know what? This is all really freaking me out, you know? I can't deal with I haven't seen dead bodies since the goddamn 60s. So I gotta do something. Why don't I, maybe we got off on the wrong foot. Why don't we, what's good to you?
Oh, well, when I am stressed out, I do like to count my money. If you would like to assist me in that. I know you are old with old eyes, but I'm sure you can make yourself useful.
Oh, believe me, as an old man who is a landlord, there is nothing more that I love than counting money. So I'll go with you. Why don't we go in the gardens? I'm telling you, the way at night that the lights just light up all the little plants and the ivies and stuff, just wonderful. You and I will go count your money in the garden, huh? Why don't you follow me? I know where it is.
You lead then, sir.
It was well documented that after discovering the bodies of those first murdered, the group decided to descend into debauchery, drinking many bottles of wine and drinking the entire content of the bar. They did this instead of looked for a way off the island, which would have been disappointing to them. There were no ways off of the island that they knew of at this time. Of course, they did not realize that, as they were too busy drinking. Let's follow now to the bar to see what unfolded. And remember, you vote for who survives. Those who don't get votes, dies.
See, this is my element. You know, this is my element. You got this painting here. Look how nice this painting is.
Art is so big.
Art is so big. Art is like the biggest thing I've ever experienced. You know, like I'm from New York, right? And like that place is big, but like art, bigger than New York.
You know, oh, were you Vince? No, Vinny. Vinny, the people who've died, except for my boss, I don't even know them. They are just complete strangers. But you, I owe you some money, so be completely honest with me. I know I haven't paid you.
No, I know. I was gonna kill you, but not like in a secret murder mystery way, like in a mob way.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And that's class.
It is.
But be real with me. Did you kill the others?
Look. If I were to kill others, don't you think I would tell you? I would tell you. I would just tell you what. How about this? I will give you a job, and you pay off what you owe. You don't have a job. You don't have a boss. Your boss is dead.
I was a dick, if I'm being completely honest.
Your boss is a dead dick. You have now you have a boss who is alive.
And I have potential, you know? You know, I had to buy my own clothes. I look like Tobey fucking Maguire from the Spider-Man movies.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to insult you.
No, do it. I didn't choose this. They said go dark. You know?
Dark look good. Dark look good.
I look. Then you're fantastic. I need some air to go with this.
Okay.
I'm gonna go outside and just live. Okay?
Right. Live forever. Never die.
I love you. You scare me, but
I scare me too.
Excuse me.
Oh boy. He is gonna yak all over the place. At least this isn't my place and nobody's yakking all over it, if you know what I mean. Hey, I'm talking to myself. Actually, I'm talking to you, artwork. You're so big. That's...
You know, I gotta talk to the captain. Maybe we can put things back together. Yeah? Maybe I just need... it's a beautiful moon. Oh! Hello! It's so good to see you. Let me tell you something. And I don't even know what to say, but yeah, I did it. I mean, yes, I'm a butler. I am working class. I had to steal from someone, you know, because everyone's just stealing from me all day long. They're stealing from all of us. Look at all these rich snobs. And I just wanted to have a taste of that, you know? That's why I stole from them. Oh, you got a lizard. Is that Pepper? Oh, okay. I lost my balance, but it's okay. I am in complete control. No, Pepper, no.
And so Valentine met his end at an iguana's biting maw. But meanwhile, in the wine cellar on the 3rd story.
You may not realize this because you're a child, but it's odd to have a wine cellar on the 3rd floor.
You're telling me there's gotta be a... Wait, it is odd. There's gotta be a reason that the wine cellar's on the 3rd floor. Maybe you're onto something, Salty.
I'm always onto something. It gets lonely out at sea.
Oh.
Mind plays tricks on you in a while.
Indeed. Tricks that could cause your mind to snap, perhaps?
Oh, shut up.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're right. You know what? I missed the clue about inside the 3rd floor and everything and Kripke, my rival girl detective. I can't
Dead, by the way, not lost on me.
I'm sorry?
I said it's not lost on me that your rival is dead. Looked like she was pecked to death by a bunch of birds, she was.
Oh, you're right. Somebody could have just thrown some crumbled bird seed at the floor of bread and just pecked her to death. I could have easily done that. It could have been me. I don't know. I just, I try not to let it show that all this death stuff gets to me because I'm only 11 years old. But I'm only 11 years old.
Bartholomew.
Oh, do you hear that? Huh? Oh, something's happening.
Captain McTavish, I
Yes?
send you a message from beyond the grave.
All right, this voice sounds weird there, kid.
Keep an eye over your shoulder, or else you'll meet your grave. That murder of ravens was a murder of ravens.
Right, yeah, no, I figured that, but I've only got the one eye, so I've got to pretty much keep it looking in front of me the whole time or I'll run into stuff.
What? What just happened? What? I blacked out there.
You were talking about, like, how you were murdered by ravens and told me to, like, put my eye over my shoulder. It was nonsense. Don't worry about it.
I'm so scared right now. Kripke, I'm so sorry for everything I said. She was murdered by ravens. I was murdered. I'm gonna be murdered by ravens. Salty, you gotta save me. You gotta save me. No way. We'll save ourselves. Let's do it, Captain.
I gotta refill my wine flask from this cask. I'm just gonna cut one open. Don't you worry about this here dagger. I'm just gonna go.
Oh, that's it. Okay, you know what? I can't take this anymore. It's too dark. It's too crazy, and I'm getting out of here.
Kids are terrible. All over the place. Deal with a crazy prepubescent over here. Nothing's more good wine can't fix, eh? Talking to myself again. Just like on the boat. Always like on the boat.
What is happening? Oh, God. I'm in this corner here. Hopefully he can't hear me. Oh, that was so close. I almost told him. Oh, come on, you can do this. Salty, you're my father. Oh, God. See? You can do this. I was so afraid. I just... Oh, it's you. You didn't overhear that, did you? I mean, well, who cares? I'm about to tell him anyways. Salty McTavish. I found out from my grandpap's journal. He's my dad. Crazy that we'd both be here. I know. Hey, that the missing revolver? No way. What? Oh, hey, come on. Come on, you don't need to do this. You don't...
Yeah, alright, let's drop the act. How'd you find out? Yeah, it's true. I'm 32. That's right. I know it's hard to believe. I make all my money being a boy detective because I got this weird facial disease that makes me older, yet the rest of me is just like a little boy. I don't know what the deal is. Well, it doesn't typically run in my family. I mean, you've seen Salty. He's a hell of a man. That's right. So now you know it's nothing that bad. I mean, you'd ruin my career if you told anybody. And I'm gonna tell somebody your secret too. I figured it out. That's right. What? Oh, the stairs! No! Oh!
And so the plans laid by a man pretending to be a boy came tumbling down the stairs. Salty would never know the relationship he could have had with his son, while his son never knew what it was like to not carry the dirty secret that he was an old man pretending to be a young boy. Meanwhile, in the garden.
Oh, see, it's so nice out here in the crisp air. It's just so much easier to, God, get a grip on things. It's crazy. It almost feels like a different planet that we're on, you know? All these dead bodies are just turning up out of nowhere.
Must agree with you. I believe people would say nowadays the vibe, it hits different. And I can appreciate that about this garden. However, do tell me, it appears that you know lots of people in this estate. How is that?
Oh well, me and the wealthy benefactor, we go way back. He was very good friends with my wife, and when she was still here, and they were some of the best friends growing up together, and so just through knowing her, I just gradually got to know him, and then he started inviting me to these parties where he'd have all these crazy people like yourself, and I don't have a ton of money, but I have a little bit of money, and it honestly, I after counting all of yours, I was not giving you the proper respect that I should have, because you got yourself a pretty big stack there, Mr. LaRich.
Well, what can I say? My last name is LaRich. It's not ironic. I am literally the rich. One day, hopefully, the richest man in the world. I keep investing correctly, at least.
Yeah,
one day, I tell you.
I think you are gonna pass up that Jeff Bezos in no time. Fuck that guy. He doesn't even. He's got a bald head. I mean, you don't. And that's big with the kids, I hear.
It is.
So that'll
and
probably
one day,
be good.
I do
Sorry, what
hope
was
to.
that?
One day, I do hope to have my own stack of gold to sit upon, watch over. For now, I just fill my bathtub with liquid gold and silver. It's not the same, but it works.
Yeah, I bet Jeff is able to fill his bathtub with liquid. I don't know, something.
Oh,
else
and
more expensive.
pardon me, but I forgot to mention I'm sorry about your wife. I also understand what it's like to lose two loved ones. Actually, my parents both died.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, my, old age, you just start, once you get past 55, anything could happen. So you just kind of roll the dice and you hope, you hope for the best.
Past 55. Past 55. Past 55. You made me forget my 56th wallet back in the mansion. Hold on. I will return very quick. We can continue counting money later. I'll be off.
Okay. Uh, he left his 56th wallet. I'm just gonna. I don't think he's gonna notice that if he's got 50 more.
Here it is. Wallet number 55. Ah, my favorite wallet. How could I ever forget you? That's weird. Something appears to be missing. Oh, yes, you there, standing in the corner, very creepily, like. No, it's not very French of you, but whatever. Come here. I seem to be. Oh yes, ignore all the money in my wallet. You appear to be in the same room as my wallet when I was gone, and a card appears to be missing. A very important card to me. Oh yes, that's the card you have in your hand. You don't have to ask questions you don't want to learn the answer to. Yes, that is the credit card I used to kill my parents. Yes, I did slit their throats, but return it to me and we could just keep this all a secret. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I could definitely understand just from the last 3 numbers on it. You're kidding. No, you don't understand. I don't want the credit card in my hand. I want it in my wallet. Wait, what are you doing with my hand? Stop moving my hand. I curse my French weakness.
When you live by the credit card, you die by the credit card. And so it was. Mr. LaRich fell down to the floor dead, blood seeping through, just as screams were heard from outside, as Valentine was teared limb from limb by that crazy iguana. They made their way again to the hall and found the bodies strewn out before them. Now there were only 3.
Whoa. Whoa. That's intense.
This is a lot more bodies than before. And you know what, Vinny? You're a good guy. I know you're a good guy. I know you wouldn't kill me. I know, I'm just gonna lay it all out on the line. I know you do some crazy business. I know you would never kill your old friend Franklin, right?
Look. I am totally gone. I'm in like 6 days to Sunday right now. Okay, I am in no mood nor no state to be going around and killing people. This is facts.
I think we're both well aware of your business there, Uncle Vinny. If anyone's a murderer in this room, I think old Franklin I know who it is.
Are you sure about that, Salty McTavish? Because I can remember a time or two when I needed quite a few things disposing of, and you had no problem at taking them on your boat and dropping them in the Hudson.
Well, packages being littered is packages being littered. Old Salty doesn't look inside, does he?
I gotta say, As a man of the sea who took his own boat here, the yacht is gone with all the people. So I love you, Vinny. You're an old friend of mine. But it seems like Salty's the only one that's got a way to get off of this island.
Yeah, McTavish, you have a boat?
Of course I have a boat. What do I look like? Some kind of land-loving, non-boat having person? Would a non-boat having person wear this hat? I don't think so.
You've got your boat with you?
It's docked in the harbor.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. What? That was kind of weird, Vinny. What, did you do something to his boat?
No, I'm just saying things happen to boats, right?
Things happen to boats, huh? What do you say about that, Mr. Boatman? You believe this guy?
Things do happen to boats, it's true. I said it before and I'll say it again. The sea is a cruel mistress, and it's been a mite stormy outside. But if my boat's gone, I'd bet my bottom dollar that Uncle Vinny's got to do something to do with it, eh, Uncle Vinny?
You know what? It's always me. You know who we never guess is the murderer? How about the hapless old man? What about you, Frank? I know you have run these streets long before I ran the streets, and you did your fair share of butchering. They used to call you Frank, cut him up, Donagehue.
It's Donagehue. For the last time, it's not that hard to pronounce. And you know what? I am frankly insulted that I run these streets. I am a simple landlord who I have no way of making money with my frail body. So I do it by owning some apartments, and Lisa, you're getting me so flustered. You get me so angry. I'm getting the hell off this island. And you know what? I'm gonna go find where those docks are. I'm gonna make my way to the docks, and I'm gonna see if that boat's there. I'm gonna take it, Captain.
Fly away, little bird. Go away. Jesus. You know, that guy, every time I ask him about his mother, she's been dead for 12 years. I don't know who the hell he thinks his mother is.
He's clearly not right in the head, but I'll tell you what, his weak little fingers are probably not strong enough to untie the knots of my boat. But either way, I don't want to be here alone with you, Uncle Vinny, you renegger of business deals. So I'll take my time away.
People don't like me. This is sad.
Okay, if I remember correctly, I go outside and, oh God, I haven't been here in so long. Oh, thank God you're here. Okay, I was looking for the docks, and I can't seem to find my way back, and it's pretty cold out here. You get your name out of your mouth. Don't you ever talk about her. Yeah, I killed her. Yeah, I killed my wife. God damn it. And he was there the whole time. He was watching me, and he's been blackmailing me for years. I killed her because she always loved that chef Cathy more than she would ever love me. And now she's dead. And now, soon, it looks like you put that knife away. I'm gonna be dead now. Franklin is so. Oh, I'm gonna see you, my wife. I'm gonna see you soon, sweetheart. Oh, God.
When Franklin's crimes came to light, his community status was tarnished forever, and people said while he may have loved his wife, he certainly would not be joining her, as he was likely in hell. We make our way now to the final scene, where you will be voting who is the killer. So vote their name and say, do they win or lose? This will determine if the other innocent party makes it off the island alive. vote at your own discretion, and let's continue the fun.
I just came from outside.
So did I. What's that?
Frank's dead.
Oh, I saw.
Your
Saw
boat.
your handiwork.
Your boat's gone.
My boat will always live on in my heart. I'll get a new one.
But it won't live on in real life, friend. Let me tell you about that.
What'd you do to my boat, Vinny?
I didn't do anything to your boat. The sea is a cruel mistress, right?
You're not wrong. Just like your wife, I hear.
Well, now we're throwing the daggers, ain't we?
I've daggers to throw. Why keep them to myself?
Look, friend. It's just you and me left. One of us clearly has murdered quite a few people, and the other person would be extremely afraid.
That's true. One of us should be extremely afraid, and one of us certainly has murdered several people. And yet I find myself unafraid. What about you, Vin? How are you feeling?
I don't feel much fear, friend. Not after you've seen the things that I have.
I've seen some of the things you've seen, Vin. Don't you forget I've thrown them to the bottom of the Hudson. I looked in the packages. But coin is coin. And old Salty McTavish doesn't have a queasy stomach.
Nor does Vincenzo Iumani.
Ridiculous name, by the way.
First of all, that is an Italian name. An extremely Italian name. All right? It makes you want to do this. You really got a bad eye?
Wouldn't you like to know? You want to see my dead eye?
I would love to see your dead eye. Look at me in the eyes and tell me with both of your eyes and tell me that you didn't kill everyone here. Oh, God, it's hideous.
The eye patch just makes me feel a bit more sea captain-y. But I'll tell you what, Vin. I didn't kill everyone here.
You didn't?
Did you kill everyone here, Vin?
Did I kill everyone here?
Oh, it's just the two of us left, Vin.
You're right. You know what? And there's no more need to hide any secrets. Listen, friend. I'm gonna level with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because I gotta tell you, I'm in the killing business. And Buster,
Yes.
Tonight, it was on fire, friend. I started with our friend, the benefactor. Strangled his ass. He knew my dirty secret. He knew that I was the one who had been rigging elections around here.
Ah, that's
Every
good, because I took the opportunity then to pour gravy down our young chef Cathy Lee's throat. She kept recommending you cook fish when everyone knows you either eat it raw or you salt it, and she's all on about her butter and her lemon. So I thank you for the distraction, Vin.
Well, I was the one who killed Kenneth Wei Shen. Crushed him with a chandelier. Nipped that thing by the hook and absolutely destroyed him. He was too pretty. He was too pretty. And I don't like people that are too pretty, Salty.
Who does? I lost my beauty years ago, and I don't like other people having it. That's why that young girl, Phoebe Krepke with her creepy, raven death, huh? All it took was a little gull seed spread about the floor. And the ravens here haven't been eaten.
I'm really glad that she was just too creepy. It was too creepy.
It was creepy. Pretend like she's talking to the dead.
Yeah, that's weird, right? I don't dig with those kind of things. Look, and poor Valentine. Look, I had known Valentine. He had been a drinking buddy of mine for such a very, very long time. But I had to do it. No, I own that place in New York. I take a Humani's iguanas. That is my iguana farm. And Valentine had to be dealt with.
If you hadn't done it, I was going to. We had a fling several years ago on the old boat, and he wouldn't shut up about it. I kept telling him, my mistress is the sea. How many times do I have to keep telling it? I don't want a relationship. He just kept pushing and pushing. I was not too sad to see him go the way of the iguana, as it were.
But I've got a question for you.
Sure.
Bartholomew, boy detective.
Mm-hmm.
Word around the street was he was your son.
Indeed. He confessed such to me before I killed him. He didn't know it was me, mind you. I took my eye patch off and covered my face. But obviously a liar's accomplice. That is, you're the boy's 32. 32 years old. I knew that beard was no genetic condition.
That's
anyway,
weird.
Couldn't have a liar for a son.
No. Never. You got to get rid of that, and you got to get rid of competition, which is exactly what Antoine LaRich was. Antoine LaRich and the LaRich family have been on my ass for many, many, many years. Just buying things constantly. Buying this building in New York and this building in New York. New York is my town, all right? So I took his money and I did the one thing that he couldn't do himself. Kill him. That's right. You heard me.
I never cared for LaRich. The French, they're always about cooking fish too. Not on old Salty McTavish's watch. I tell you what, old Franklin had to go. You know, he kept telling people his name was pronounced Donaghue or whatever. Because he used to be known as old Franklin Donaghue. Horseshoe Donaghue.
Horseshoe Donaghue of the Donaghue estate?
That's right. And former owner of old Salty McTavish's boat, the Mistress of the Sea, which he kept threatening to repossess. Old Salty's got himself a bit of a gambling problem, as you well know. The payments were a little short, but I'm not going to give up my mistress to old Horseshoe Donaghue. So he went the way of the buffalo. Different than the way of the iguana, mind you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the buffalo and iguana are both still, like, you know, not extinct, but I get what you're saying.
Are they now? I don't get on the land much.
Well, McTavish, it's just you and me now.
We know each other's dirty little secrets.
Yeah, we do.
Some of them.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we have a good old-fashioned drink and a smoke?
I've been having both all night, friend.
As have I.
Well then, please. Drink up.
Oh, I will, friend. I will.
To a night well executed.
Well executed indeed. That's good stuff. Very fine.
He's a good
Oh, you.
Yeah. Gotta be careful on that vintage there, Finn.
I knew you was gonna do it. How did you do it? Do I taste Clorox and hand sanitizer?
That's right, Finn. Bleach straight to the gut. Hopefully it'll cure any ailments you got inside you.
It doesn't cure anything, damn it. It's just gonna kill you.
Well, you won't be sick anymore, then will you, Finn? You'll just be dead.
You monster. You.
That's right.
Evil, secretly two-eyed monster.
That's right, Finn. Next time I bring you some endangered shark to sell, you best sell it. Of course, there won't be a next time, will there? And I moved my boat to the other harbor. You dunce.
And so it was. 9 sinners came to the island, and 8 were punished. Captain Salty McTavish took his boat, the Mistress of the Sea, out that night into the storm, and was never seen again. The Mistress of the Sea was found adrift without anyone on it several weeks later. Some assumed Captain McTavish drowned in the sea during the storm. Others think he changed his name, shaved his beard, and took off his eye patch, and lived his life as another man. Well, tonight, we will not uncover that mystery, as it is beyond any of us to compel. But we have uncovered what happened that fateful night on Winthorpe Island, and what happened to all the people in that estate. Thank you very much for joining us for the Murder Mystery Show. It was a lot of fun. You are some devious people. Who you chose to live and who you chose to die was beautiful. Thank you. Please, we love this. We love being able to bring this kind of content to you, and we're so happy that we get to do it. Thank you so much for your generous donations throughout the show. They added a fun little wrinkle to the whole element of the show, and we really appreciated it. If you haven't yet done so, please follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 160 subscribers right now, and we're so close to that goal. If you haven't already signed up as one of our subscribers, you can do that now. Just hit the like, hit the follow, hit all those buttons on the screen right now. Up next week, we have November coming for you, and we have 3 weeks of amazing content. Every Friday night on November 6th, November 13th, and November 20th, we'll be having Hazards and Hijinks. Finishing off the horror campaign, we're now going into fun, regular territory. We love all of our fans from Hazards and Hijinks, and we hope that you join us for those shows if you haven't yet caught an episode. On Saturday, November 7th, we have the Fancy Hobo Improv Show. On Saturday, November 14th, we have the BIPOC Night Show. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's all of our Black, Indigenous, people of color performers coming together and putting on amazing comedy for you. And finally, November 21st, we have our annual Thanksgiving charity show where we're going to be raising donations to benefit the Los Angeles Regional Food Bank, fighting hunger, giving hope. We're going to be donating to them, so please come out to that show. That's going to be a great show. We'd love to play with you and have a lot of fun at that one. And now we've come to the end of the show. If I'm not mistaken, the night is still young. Perhaps we can get up into some mischief or just avoid the plague. But whatever you do, do it with the love that Fancy Hobo gives to you. Thank you and good night. That was a fun show.
That's a very good show. I don't know, Brad.